What's going on? Dylan Conrad, Metabolic AF. Today I'm going to talk to you about ladies. Lose as much weight as you want in the next 90 days. And here is the step-by-step process. Before I get into that, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on Spotify, iTunes, hit that bell button, leave a review. I'll see algo. So how would I break this down for you as a woman watching or listening to this? How can you lose as much weight as you want in the next 90 days? So I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process and the blueprint that we give to our clients so you can actually optimize this and have a not only like see results but actually keep them long term. Because if you think about it, like there's two types of women. Either you're doing shit that you used to do and it's just not working and it's frustrating, you're just like grinding, you're just like, what is going on? Or you are able to see results but you keep falling off. So this process will solve both those, because it's going to not only teach you how to see results, and if you're already seeing results, how to really get optimal and the most amount of fat loss possible, but also keep those habits and keep those results for the long term. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the step-by-step process. That was actually really excited about. I made a reel about it, and I'm like, this is gold. This is so good. This is basically like, I tell everyone, I'm like, you could probably get in the best shape of your life if you just listen to all these podcasts and YouTube, because I'm giving you all the information, right? I know as a coach, human psychology is the thing that's going to fuck up any system. So that's where our coaching program comes in. So I'm not worried about, like, I don't have any secrets to like hide from anyone. It's all here, right? If you need help, go on Instagram at Dylan A. Conrad, Daily Metabolic AF, and I'll help you out with everything. Okay. So step one, week one. Okay. What you're going to do, if you've never tracked your food ever in your entire life, that is step number one. Okay. Why is that number one? Why is that the thing we focus on first? Because logging your food, it's a skill. Like, if you think about it, have you ever logged your food before and you stopped? Like, you didn't get that habit because it's hard. It's annoying. It's a pain in the ass. It's stupid, right? But it is going to be the most efficient and effective way to set your macros for fat loss, align it with your physiology, all that good stuff. So that's step number, I guess, like zero. If you've never logged your food before, log everything and get a food scale. Make sure you're logging everything with surgical precision. Get a weight scale for your body weight. Make sure you're weighting yourself every single day. Okay. So I like to just focus on one thing every single week. However, most people have already been weighing themselves here and there. So just like cutting it to every single day isn't really the biggest habit change. If you focus on just one habit at a time, you're gonna have a lot higher success rate in keeping that habit long term, right? So that's the main focus. Okay. So log your food, surgical precision. Everything that goes into your mouth, it first goes on the food scale, unless it already has, it's like a pre-packed and pre-portioned food, and then it goes into myfitnesspal, and then it goes into your stomach. You can upgrade to premium and do barcodes. It makes it really simple. Also, whenever you put the food in, it's the same every single time, right? So log your food with surgical precision. Don't stuff, don't starve. You're not going to have any macro targets right now. Okay. Once you get that habit down, you've done it surgically precise for 7 days in a row, right? If you're like, oh, what happens if I eat out? DM me on Instagram at Dylan A. Conrad restaurant. I'll do my whole restaurant ordering system. It's very simple. So that's step number one. Okay. Getting the food tracking down and getting your weight basically zero, right? So now what you're going to do is you're going to eat just anti-inflammatory foods. Why do we do this? Right? Mental clarity, energy, makes you feel better. It's going to boost your metabolism a little bit. We want to basically eliminate before we start moderating. You know me, I'm all 80-20. I'm Mr. Flexible Dieting. I want to make sure you are making this sustainable by adding in some cheat foods. But first, you do need to take some time, right, and get all the inflammation out of the body, right? So anti-inflammatory foods, no processed. Take out the protein bars, take out the protein shakes for now. Take out anything that's processed or inflammatory that isn't like real clean food. Okay. So you should feel a lot better energy. You should feel a lot better cognition, mental clarity, all that stuff. Okay. So that's step number two. Okay. Now, step number three is now you're going to have some macro targets. Okay. How are you going to set these? So, whether you have menopause, perimenopause, you have PCOS, you normal cycle, hormonal IUD, birth control, you need to get your macros specific to your physiology, right? PCOS, menopause, perimenopause, the second half of your cycle, 0.6 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight for your protein. Okay. Then you're going to take 35% of your overall calories and allocate those towards your fats. Okay. The rest of it is what's going to make up carbs. That's going to moderate your carbs, keep you nice and insulin sensitive so you can eat carbohydrates and store them as energy instead of fat. Okay. The flip side, keep the same. So in the first half of your cycle, you have a hormonal IUD, you're on birth control. You're going to use 0.6 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight for your protein, 25% of your overall intake going to fat. Okay. So that's where you want to set it. Now, the next week, okay, once you get those macros down and you're hitting your macros every single day with surgical precision, make sure when you get those macros, by the way, you're pre-logging every single day. We have our clients do this for the first 7 days. And pre-logging, basically, you're going to go to your kitchen, your fridge, you're going to look at your calendar, see what events you have. The night before, the morning of, you're going to put all your food already in there, and you're going to play macro matrix. You're going to increase the protein, you're going to decrease the carbs in certain foods. You're just going to basically bump foods up and down in terms of portions until you can get within 5 grams of each protein, carbohydrate, and fat. Okay. So once you got that down, and again, if this takes longer than a week, that's fine. Like, take how long it needs to take for you to get the habit down. So don't skip ahead. If even if one meal you had more of an inflammatory option, it shows that you just don't have the habit there. You don't have the discipline, which is fine. Figure out a strategy, rinse and repeat the next week, right? Create an accountability system around you. So you have your macros, you have anti-inflammatory foods, you have macro tracking, right? Food tracking. Now what we're going to do is we're going to layer in some exercise. Okay. So where your hormones are, getting a hormonal assessment, you can get blood work. I can send you what we use, our assessments, and that will show you where your cortisol is. It will show you where your thyroid, your estrogen, your progesterone, basically all your hormones. There's a specific amount of HIIT, strength training, and cardio that's going to work best with your hormonal profile. Once you get that test back, you'll be able to get that down. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to create your workout schedule that aligns with your physiology. So that's 10K steps daily, or maybe that's 10K steps and 3 times a week strength training, or whatever it is. Find that mix and match, and then plug it into your actual calendar, right? Making sure that, like, hey, even if you need to be flexible and skip it or change it, whatever, you just have the overall week, right, targets hit. So if you, for example, are training 3 times a week, and it's Saturday and you've only gone one, you need to do Saturday and Sunday, right? It doesn't matter. Obviously, ideally, make it sure you have like a rest day between, but like getting it done is going to be better than not, right? So get it done. Make sure you have the volume hit, okay, per your hormones. So now we have everything aligned with your hormones, everything aligned with your physiology, your female physiology. Your fat loss should be expedited at this point. This is going to be put you in the best position, okay? Now what you're going to do, you're going to layer in the 80-20 rule, right? 20% of your intake coming from more inflammatory processed foods, right? Kind of getting that sustainability aspect, and that's week 5. Week 6, right? This is just continual tweaking of your macros and your workouts to make sure that we are losing between 0.5 to 1.5% of your body weight per week. So if you are a 200-pound woman, right, that would be 1 pound to 2.5 pounds, right? Any faster you go than that, you start cutting into muscle and connective tissue. You get Ozempic face, which no one likes sunken cheeks, right? Because you lose the elasticity in your skin. Okay, so that's really it. It's just optimizing the rest of it, and then as you go through this process too, stacking little lifestyle habits, water intake, right? Probably at least 80 to 100 ounces of water per day, depending on how much you sweat. You can go more than that. Supplementation, making sure that your hormones and your female physiology, there's supplements that will enhance your fat loss in each of those phases. Making sure that you're looking at your sleep, 7 to 9 hours. Is that sleep actual quality? So you can stack all these different habits as you go through all this entire system. So that's pretty much how we set up for our clients. Obviously, it's all done for you, and we customize it, and obviously training programs because we built everything bespoke from like the ground up, completely from scratch. So everything we set up from training programs is just it's all customized. The macros are all customized. The overall intake is customized. So that's going to depend from week to week. So if you need help with any of this, want more information on metabolic AF as female method, DM me on Instagram at Dylan A. Conrad, and I'll send you more information on that. We can chat about your goals, set up a call with one of our program design specialists, and take it from there. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that this video helps you lose as much weight as you want in the next 90 days and actually keeps it off by using that habit stacking system. This is basically the inner workings of what we use exactly for our clients, all given to you. Save this, forward it to a friend, reference this every 6 months and reevaluate your goals. And I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day.